Good morning, guys. This is GamerDad. Today, just going to do a really quick video on tier list for TimeWorn. This mode is pretty fun and easy in general, but it can definitely be a little bit annoying if you cannot clear the later stages in one go and have to do it again, because this is also the most time consuming. So if you want to just be absolutely sure you can clear every single time, then watch this video to see who you should use. Obviously, Van Helsing is in a tier of his own. So in this mode, Van Helsing is number one. Just like Tiona is in a tier of her own in the main game, Van Helsing is on B here. You always have Van Helsing. He's S plus tier. Next, let's look at S tiers. So S tiers are usually consisted of DPS that does AoE damage. We have people like Sibold, Kang actually. His ult will hit everything in front of him and just kill him. And when you upgrade his ult, it's a 3-line. Kang's a pretty good one as well. And then I believe T Noah is also really good. T Noah is really good, yes. And then so that is essentially what I consider S tier. Could be debatable about other people who prefer maybe like Lemine or whatever. But these three are at least one or two of these are always in my lineup. And now let's look at just A tier for damage. And we'll probably stop at A tier for damage because we want to talk about the other roles as well. And you'll notice these are all full moons. So for A tier, yeah, Lemine is definitely A tier. Gears probably A tier as well. Not the normal Gears, the Gears. Cessia is probably A tier because of her bounce attack. And what else? Lamia is probably A tier for also for the bounce attack. And probably Tiaon is A tier. Why aren't these guys, higher? Because they only bounce limited amount of enemies, like 4 for Lamia. Iona's also 4, I believe. Four different auto attacks. She does a lot of damage, but she can't hit like a massive amount of enemies here. Because sometimes you have like literal like 50 plus enemies coming at you at the same time. Then in that case, AoE like Gears alt or Lemine, it's a lot. Things like make it explode is a lot better. So like Lemine Gears is definitely like the better one, and then these three are like the bounce ones, which I consider A tier. Yeah, but you will notice these are all full moon. Let's talk about half moon, which looks like this. Yeah. So for half moon characters, there's a few interesting ones. No one's super strong except obviously acapella because you buff your whole team, right? You have someone special like L'Oreal who can actually L'Oreal is one of the few vassals who can actually go out on the map and like walk around and attack people. I think they probably just programmed her wrong or something, but she's not actually that strong because she's only a single target. So what I actually consider S tier, or acapella is S plus, but what about S tier? Actually, Gil Ring is S tier. Gil Ring and Clive Senior. Where is he? These are like, in my opinion, the best. Because these guys, they're essentially ranged. Their auto attack shoots out like this bow for Gil Ring and wolves for Clive. It shoots it out like every 5 seconds. It's actually a lot of damage, and it's AOE. So that actually makes them really really strong. And I actually always have one of these for just to get the blood moon effect. Yeah, like you have people like Serene SR from the previous event who is ranged, but she's not AoE, right? She's just single target. So single target in this mode is just not good. So she's not really worth it. All right, now what about the A tier? Believe it or not, Math is A tier. They changed her. She used to kill herself, but now she actually goes out, does AoE damage, and kills a bunch of people and starts healing. So she's actually pretty good. S Gil Ring and where's Hati? Where's Hati? Not T Hati, like normal Hati. they're okay too. These guys, what they do is they actually they they do this like circle attack. Oops, sorry. They do like this circle attack or like 3 circle attacks. It is AOE, but it only targets a circle, so it's not the best. So those two are decent, but um some other contenders are like what's the name? Agnes, the new Stella units. But again, these guys all just don't do that much. Their primary job is to activate the full moon, and there really isn't anyone other than Acapella who is like the best. So you either use her or you use Gilrain or Wolf Guy. And lastly, for the small moon, I don't know what it's called. This one is the hardest one to fill. Bella is actually the best. Her skeletons, her little skeleton dudes, they are really good at blocking enemies. And once you upgrade her ult, you get 4 skeletons and 2 Joyces. And she actually becomes useful at that point. But otherwise, like everybody else, like Quinn is really bad. F Bella is pretty good, but you have to manually possess the right person, and that's pretty annoying. Like I usually like to just leave this game on auto, and F Bella will possess like someone who's not useful, and she won't do that much. Like if F Bella is possessing Van Helsing every time, yes, that would make it probably pretty good. But otherwise, they're mostly all healers and tanks. Like this guy, Sass. It's just not good. That the new Albrecht is also a healer. This guy is a tank, not really good. More healer, yeah. So basically, healers and tanks are like the small moon, and that mode just does not fit this game mode really well. Look, I think they're mostly healers. So, like honestly, I think the only contender that I have had that I always use when I don't want to turn my brain on is Fella. And that does remind me. I forgot to mention that the one of the full moon Clives. This guy should actually be in A or S tier. He also does a lot of wolves. His ult is the coolest in this mode. I have a separate video where these two are the main characters. And in case you don't have Van Helsing and you create your own army, I'll link that video in the above description. I just forgot about Clive. But yeah, so you must be wondering, okay, thanks for the tier list. What is your recommended team if you want to just AFK? If I want to just AFK, it's pretty simple. It's always going to be Van Helsing in the center, Bella in the side, Acapella wherever, and that completes your moon, right? Like this is all S tier for each role, and then the last two, it's kind of flex, but I usually go for damage. If I really really want like extra damage, I mean like extra AOE. Sorry, I like in King. I actually think King is better than Sybil. Where's Sybil? Can't find Sybil. Yeah, Sybil. Yeah, like this team cannot lose. This team will simply AOE its way to victory. You really just cannot lose like this. But honestly, if you have these three, you are good to go. Honestly, if you just have Van Helsing, but you get his gun, which makes him shoot like triple attack, then like this, then you can't lose anymore. But if you don't get his triple attack, you can still lose sometimes. So it's not the best configuration. I don't do that all the time because it does get a little boring. I do. So what I'm currently doing is this. I actually put Kane here because his ult will either go like this or like this, and it will cover like the entire map with AOE. So and then after that, I kind of just do whatever. I'm actually trying out like I have the wolf guy, but I am trying out this guy. He is so weak. What's his name again? Goldbrand or something? Yeah, he is like he's pretty useless. um, um, his damage is like 200% damage to. Yeah, he has a little bit tiny AOE. And then for my last flex, I kind of just put a random 1-star, like probably this guy. Yeah, like this tank is really useless. So like basically in this team, only this guy and this guy is useful. But I'm winning with this team as well, and you can too. You just have to kind of get lucky with the like if you start to lose, you need to manual, and then you need to start casting ults manually. like you know, like trying to cast this guy's ult strategically. I mean, because his ult will wipe any minion off the map, and then like try to save the ult for Van Helsing. Like, because what happens in this mode is these three guys are gonna waste your ult points, and it's really annoying. Yeah, so that is the tier list. We are gonna exit now. Why am I experimenting? The reason is, look at my gallery. I have unlocked every champion, every vassal I have. I've unlocked their special ability, except these three because I don't have these three, which is Dark Harlow. Oh my god, I still don't have Dark Harlow, the cat. Uh, this is the last pull that I don't have, and then Valora, who no one has. And the idea here is, if you look at achievements, you'll see that I'm on very high achievements because what I do is I actually start crafting everything up to 10. The moment you like bow higher is from Seti, right? The moment you craft her bow 10 times, the next one that you need to complete is 20, which then I take her off the lineup. But everybody else, like, it starts with 5, and then you get some points at 5, you get some points at 10, and then at 20 is where I stop. So if you look down, I've crafted pretty much everything at least once or a couple of times. So it's how I'm experimenting. And then you can also stop at 20 as well. So Dance Macabre, I stopped at 20. I think Dance Macabre is the Tinoa, I think. Let's just confirm that real quick. Tinoa has this like long staff. See? Oh no, Tinoa has Halberd of Wool. Okay, so what is Dance Macabre? Dance Macabre must be Bella Sing. Yes, here it is. Yeah, so I've done that 20 times. So that's why I've stopped using Bella. So yeah, if you look down here, you'll see that most are like 5, but okay, Hands of Hades, 15. But yeah, the moment you at least do one of them, you'll get points, and these points will give you more stats, right? So you can see the only ones I have not done are the ones I've shown you, but I've done everything at least once. And what I plan to do is I just plan to cycle through each champion and construct their ultimate item at least 10 times. Then I'll cycle to someone else. That way I'll get more points here to unlock the whole tree, because there's a couple of very exciting items I have not unlocked, which brings me to the items page. Yeah, so I have not unlocked the chain lightning one. I've not unlocked the fireball one. I have not unlocked the barrel one, which sounds interesting. But out of the existing ones now at level 9, this is actually the best. I would say this is probably second, and this is probably third. Everything else you don't really need to build. Like these other things they're kind of whatever. This might be fourth. Yeah. So the priority is I would do this. If you see these, you build. And this one strategically is for Van Helsing. If you don't have Van Helsing, don't build that one. But why is this one the best? It's just blood recovery. When you complete this, you get a bunch of blood recovery and you can ult more. That's it. Blood recovery is king. The more you ult, the more you win. This one is third one because it's like an ice trap that actually does damage, and it slows, so it's not bad. Yeah, and this one I think protects your altar, which is somewhat important actually. And it knocks them back. So like this one is good if you're like starting to lose, but if you don't lose, it's fine. And then the rest is really like so stupid. It doesn't even. I mean, actually, I regret unlocking these. Yeah, these are useless completely. If you don't unlock them, you have more chances for these to appear. It's too late now because they've already been unlocked. But I wish there was a way to say, hey, I don't want to see this in my map anymore. I actually only want to see this. Yeah. If there's a way to set it, I would actually say no to everything, and I only want to see this. That way, I'll keep getting this, and I'll just keep completing. I'll get more points. This is the only one that's worth completing in the game mode. Yeah. It would be really interesting to do a video on what each of these alts do. Like this, like this all makes Noah's attack be a wave, like a sword wave. It's really cool. This one we talked about. This makes his attack go into like three AOE alts, covers the whole map essentially. But that's a lot of content. If you guys want to see that, I can definitely start recording then when I get it, so we can see the difference in alt when we do alt. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But TimeWorn is really fun. I actually enjoy it every day. You only have to do it once or twice if you fail. You get a lot of good rewards, and honestly, it's just a nice addition to the game because everything else is so AFK. Like this is AFK, this is AFK, this is almost AFK. But yeah, that's the tier list. Some recommendations. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.